Today we're going to be making chicken tikka masala. Now this is a two-part recipe that consists of the tikka part, which is chicken marinated in yogurt and ginger and spices, and then added to the masala, which is a sauce, tomato cream sauce. And I'm going to show you how to make this, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is make the marinade for your chicken, which makes the tikka part. In the bowl I have 1 cup of yogurt. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of minced fresh ginger. I process this in the food processor in bulk and keep it in the freezer because we use a lot of it. We just want a tablespoon of that. And then for the spices, this is heavily spiced because it's a marinade. We have 2 teaspoons of cumin, we have a teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just add this in and mix this around until it's thoroughly incorporated. And then for your chicken, you want to use boneless, skinless chicken breasts. We use this marinade is enough for about 1.5 pounds. You can get by with just 1 pound. That's perfectly fine. And what I've done is cut them into maybe 1-inch cube pieces. They're bigger, but they're bigger than bite size, but they're not, not too big. So just add these into your marinade, like so. And mix this around. And you're going to want to let this sit and let all the flavors get into the chicken. Preferably overnight. If you can't do overnight, at least 6 to 8 hours. This is one of those things where time really does pay off. The longer you let it sit, the more flavor the chicken has. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I will come back when I'm ready to cook these up. Alright, so my chicken has been marinating overnight. I have a cookie sheet here. I have warmed the oven to broil because we're going to broil the chicken. Basically what you want to do is spray your cookie sheet like so. Take your chicken pieces and lay them out on the cookie sheet. And really, if you want to, you can just dump it out like that. You can cook all this marinade with the chicken when you broil it. You don't have to. It's all personal taste. Spread your chicken out like that. And then you want to stick this in the top rack of your oven. This is an electric oven, so it's the top rack. Right underneath the heating element to broil it. And it should only take maybe about 5 minutes. And then you want to take them out, flip them, and put it in for another 5 minutes or so. And just make sure that the chicken is cooked all the way through. So I'm going to broil these and I will be right back. Alright, so I just pulled these out of the broiler. They're kind of brown and a little crunchy on top. They're not overly done, they're just cooked. And as you can see, the marinade kind of cooked off and made this gooey paste on the pan. Now what I'm going to do is set this aside and start our sauce. So let me get that set up and I will be right back. For the sauce, I have a tablespoon of butter in here, and I've just melted that down over a medium-high heat. We're going to add 2 jalapenos that have been minced up finely. I seeded these. You don't have to seed them if you don't want to. It depends on how spicy you want. Just go ahead and saute these up a little bit. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of minced garlic. You can add however much you want. I like a little extra, so I'm going to throw a little extra in. Saute this up for a couple minutes or so. Alright, the jalapenos and garlic have been sauteing for a couple minutes. And now we're going to add our spices to this. We have 4 teaspoons, yes, that's 4 teaspoons of paprika, 4 teaspoons of cumin, and a teaspoon of salt. We're going to add this in and stir this around. The spices will make kind of a paste, as you'll see, with the butter that's in there. And you just want to stir this around and cook the spices for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or so, just to bring out the flavor in them. You certainly don't want to burn them, so keep an eye on it. And that's good there. Now we're going to add a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. You can tell it's pretty warm. Alright, got the tomato sauce in there. Stir this around, make sure that you're not burning the garlic or the spices in the bottom of the pan. Just like that. And now we're going to add 2 cups or a pint of half and half. Just like that. You want to stir this around and mix this up. While it's cooking, you want to cook the chicken tikka in it as well. So let me grab that. We got our chicken tikka parts. I'm going to add all the marinade that cooked off into a paste into the sauce. It gives it just a little bit of extra flavor, and also so it doesn't go to waste. So just add this into your sauce. Like so. Stir that around. And again, let this cook off for 10-15 minutes or so. And when it's done, I will be back. Alright, so this has been going for, I don't know, about 15 minutes or so now. You can see how the oil has started to come up to the top and how it's nice and thick. And now it's done. And we serve it over rice. You can serve it any way you want to. But yeah, that's as easy as it is to make chicken tikka masala. So enjoy.